Hey guys, it's Renee and the Truth Factor again with some more updates. Like I said, I told you it's probably going to be quite a few videos today. Just coming when there is, I think, updates that are important to everyone, and hearing about China dumped the U.S. Treasuries. That's kind of some huge news. And there has been also a third base attacked in the Middle East. And then I have a little bit of something that I want to talk about that's kind of not like an urgent type thing, but just something I want to mention and get it out there. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into these headlines, guys. I have just a short amount of time. We got to leave here in about 25 minutes. Hey, Carol, how are you? It does seem that World War III has really, I guess, kind of taken off, hasn't it? Okay, so here we have. Okay, more covert intel. Let's see if there's been another dump, though. Sometimes he does another dump. Okay. At 4:37, it says another U.S. base is presently under attack at the Al Omar oil fields in northeastern Syria. This is the third U.S. military base in the Middle East attack so far today. Related, China dumps the U.S. treasuries and stocks. China dumps U.S. stocks and bonds the most in 4 years. Over 21.2 billion sold in August, mostly treasures and bonds. But wait, China also unloads a record 5.1 billion in the U.S. stocks. Their U.S. Treasury holdings now the lowest since 2009, and China knows what's coming. They're getting out while there still is a U.S. to get out of. Anyway, again, more of his covert stuff, guys. I don't know what it says, but you will if you subscribe to him. Anyway, here was one of those, another article from War News 247. This one just verifies the U.S. intercepted that Iranian attack, which we had Times of Israel earlier to verify that, but it does mention that UAVs hit U.S. bases in Syria and Iraq also here, guys. So definitely substantiates these attacks that have been taking place. According to reports, the missiles were ultimately aimed at Israel, not the destroyer. This means Houthis, actually Iranian guards, launched 3 missiles at Israel and several drones. The Houthis do not have long-range missiles to reach and hit, but Iran has cruise missiles with a range of more than 2,000 kilometers, the SOMAR, as well as drones with a range of more than 2,000. The Pentagon Secretary Brigade General Ryder confirmed that the U.S. Carney shot down 3 land attack cruise missiles, as well as several drones launched by Yemen's Houthi forces over the Red Sea. And here is this. Well, hold on, guys. I have to stop share. And there we go. We have to redo it only because I didn't hit this so we could hear it. Sorry.
The guided missile destroyer USS Carney, operating in the northern Red Sea earlier today, shot down 3 land attack cruise missiles and several drones that were launched by Houthi forces in Yemen. This action was a demonstration of the integrated air and missile defense architecture that we have built in the Middle East and that we are prepared to utilize whenever necessary to protect our partners and our interests in this important region. There were no casualties to U.S. forces and none that we know of to any civilians on the ground.
And to me, that is the utmost best news that we could hear, right? Then it says breaking Israelis believe the missiles launched from Yemen were aimed at them. I think everybody else believes the same thing. I don't believe that they were targeting us, but I do believe that we will be targets now. But here is the Lebanon's Al Maiden News Network reported that the Al TANF base located in Homs governorate was targeted by 3 drones, but the extent of the damage is still unknown. Meanwhile, according to Sabirin, another base of the U.S. forces at the Conoco gas field in the eastern Syrian province of Deir al-Zarar also was targeted with rockets. The U.S. Al-Assad Air Base in western Iraq was also attacked. So the Pentagon stressed that the U.S. will take necessary actions to protect U.S. troops in Iraq, Syria, after the attacks on U.S. personnel. So anyway, so you can see that there has been 3 different facilities targeted in the Middle East. All right. So then this here, I'm not going to read you this article. I just am trying to point out a few things. It has been a busy news day, hasn't it, Harriet? And I have about 15 minutes to make my point. So I'll try and make this sweet as possible. Hello, Team Angel. Anyway, we have what took place yesterday at the U.S. Capitol. Supposedly a pro-Palestinian protesters stage insurrection in the U.S. Capitol office building. And definitely you have to know that it was staged, right? And I want to draw and remind everybody, first and foremost, if you've ever been to the Capitol, I mean, you know how certain areas are cordoned off. You can't get to certain areas, but they have the ceasefire flags holding and just so many people in there, right?
Yeah, but wasn't it supposed to be closed off to the public?
Yeah. And that's exactly what I was going to get to.
Sorry.
Now, my husband is jumping the gun as always. Because he remembers. Yeah, he's ticked off. Anyway, so
and the news didn't even report on it.
As we can see here, wondering what this is all about, the Hill staff just received this email, and this was increased security posture due to potential demonstration activity. So here it is here for you guys to see, but I also have it in the written out form right here so you can actually see what was said that was written on October 17th. Okay. So the Sergeant of Arms of the United States, the House of Representatives, announced increased security at the U.S. Capitol. So the Office of the Sergeant of Arms is continuing to work closely with law enforcement partners, intelligence regarding the conflict overseas due to potential for demonstration activity at the U.S. Capitol grounds, a heightened security posture, and as increased police presence will be in place on Wednesday, October 18th. We have implemented additional security measures to ensure continued operations throughout the Capitol campus. Due to the potential for civil disturbance on Wednesday, access to the Capitol Square will be restricted to members of the staff and those in the official business. It is recommended to use the tunnels for your convenience when traversing the campus. Please allow extra time when arriving and departing the campus due to these enhanced security protocols. So now we have enhanced measures being taken. We reported on this the night that it came out. I had shared this on the 17th when it was released. And here, so, and also he's showing this here in his article. So if we're taking increased security postures and we're having our members go through the tunnels for security reasons, are we going to open it up and allow people just to come in there just to serve a purpose here? So, guys, what really is going on here? I mean, it's absolutely kind of crazy. And then the Cannon Rotunda is part of the Cannon House office building. It is separate from the iconic Capitol building, but it is considered part of the Capitol complex. It is the oldest congressional office building on Capitol Hill. Tlaib, who falsely accused Israel of bombing Gaza in the hospital Tuesday, addressed the protesters. I bet you she did. It's here.
I think it's okay to bomb a hospital with children. You know what's so hard sometimes is watching those videos and the people telling the kids don't cry. And like, let them cry. And they're shaking. And somebody, you know this, they keep telling them not to.
And where was her heartfelt emotion? I want to say, where was her heartfelt emotion for the children that were killed in the middle of the night and the women being raped and being taken out when they came into Israel? Where was her heartfelt outrage then? I don't know. But yet you can see this. So this was staged by the left, clearly. I mean, 100% staged by the left. And they think so little less of Sergeant at Arms, security, obviously, to have done all this. But yet, in my opinion, as some or other are hollering, this is an insurrection. I mean, how do they get into the Capitol? They're making arrests. Well, I bet they got out really quick. Anyway, it says left-wing protesters have demonstrations inside the Capitol before, but none have been treated the way participants on January 6th. Protesters have been treated, many of whom were detained and given harsh sentences for nonviolent offenses. The U.S. has seen anti-Israel protests in major cities and college campuses since the horrific attack took place. Okay. Guys, I think this is a travesty, absolutely horrendous. But I think that what's more of a travesty is that the Sergeant of Arms basically, what's his job? It's to protect the House of Representatives staff, and I guess the building I would take. But nobody cares for the measures that he took to take place. I'm going to make sure and see if we have any more updates here, guys, because sometimes it happens. Okay, another attack in progress on the U.S. Army in Ain al-Assad Air Base in Iraq. So there's another attack in progress, and this is at 5:07. So you guys, as soon as this stuff is hitting, I'm trying to make sure we stay in the know. As you guys can see, but all of this stuff is just horrendous. That you can't even take measures to protect the Capitol, because then you're going to have the other side undermining those measures that you take for protection, right? The heck with it. Let's bring in, whatever. It seems like there seems to be, only one side lives by rules and laws, and the other side gets to do whatever they want, and there's no consequences. It's not right. Anyway, rules for thee, but not rules for you, but not for thee, right? Rules for thee, but not for me. Absolutely crazy. And they do absolutely 100%, Harriet, want complete chaos and unrest. You are 100% right. Hi there, Carol. And Carol, I am so sorry. I thought you were the same Carol as our Carol in California. So my apologies. And I'm glad to hear that it's sunny in Kansas, Carol, because it's not too sunny right now here where we live. It looks like the bottom is going to fall out. My husband's wanting to get to the store really quick. Hello, Walter. How are you? Order out of chaos. Absolutely, Carol. And there's our Carol from California, and she's telling you hello. Absolutely. But it is one of the craziest things. I think that it's going to be very, you'll probably see me 100 times today, guys. As soon as things break, I might even have to do, spur of the moment videos since we're going to be gone, but I will do what I can do to keep everybody in the know here. Let's see if anything else is updated here, because they do updates too. Nope. Still nothing new here. But anyway, God is good, right? But we will be back later for prayer. I hope you guys will join me for prayer, because as you can see, our military men and women are definitely going to need prayer. Prayer for peace, for global peace, and for children that innocent lives will not be taken. Anyway, I love y'all, and we shall see you guys a little bit later. God bless y'all. Have a blessed day. Bye.